Hey everyone, Sawmill Charlie. Well, I'm out in the bee yard today. It's probably been since January since I made a video. The weather is finally changing. It's getting up close to 60 degrees. It's about 55 degrees today. There is a weather front coming in, so the bees are a little bit on the testy side. I'm out here in the nuke yard today. I've got nukes to sell. And what I normally do is I find the queen, I put the queen and her frame in the top box along with 2 frames or 3 frames of brood, frame of food, frame of pollen, and then I have some of these 5-frame queen excluders. I put that between the top box and the bottom box. That way she is confined to the top box. So when I'm ready to put the bees in one of these jester boxes, then I know she's in the top box. I still like to see her again when I do put them in the jester boxes, but if I don't, I know she's in the top box. And it makes it a little bit easier. The reason I put the queen excluder in between the two and confine her up top, number one, like I say, is to confine her to the top box. But in past years, if the weather was, let's say, 80 or 90 degrees, the bees are able to self-regulate themselves as far as population, and they're also able to regulate ventilation in the hive until I'm ready to put her in a jester box, which there is a degree of worry about whether or not they're going to overheat in this box. And also depends on whether the new beekeeper understands to get the 5 frames of bees out of this box as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this box, try to find the queen so I can put the queen excluder in between the top and the bottom box, and then find out when the customer is going to show up today, hopefully before the rain, and we can get that nuke out the door. So let's go ahead and get into the hive. That hive was kind of stuck to the lid. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take this lid off, the inner cover, check it. I think I'm just starting to feeling a little bit of rain hit me. Hopefully we can get this done before the rain hits. I might just go ahead and put the hive in the cardboard box. Here's a pollen frame. Kind of scanning it to see whether we can find a queen here. On the back side, I do have another wooden box, nuke box, sitting on my aluminum bench that I bought last year. It really gives you a nice area for space and all. Always fighting against the weather, it seems like, here lately. So far it was supposed to be an all-day rainy day, but we did have a nice morning, and I was able to get an additional 3 nukes out the door, with a total of 6 of them gone so far. That's a frame of brood. I don't see her. Now I got some space to work with. So we'll see what happens here. Here's a little bit of pollen patty residue, paper. And that's a food frame. Alright everyone, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera down until I find the queen. Alright, I found the queen. I'm going to go ahead and put the queen excluder on. I've got the queen in the top box over here. I will put that box on the queen excluder. It is starting to rain. And I'm going to brush some bees off in here that were in the boxes. I find using a brush is more accurate at getting the bees in the box instead of dropping them on the ground. That box is clear. Themselves between the queen excluder from the top bottom box. Queen is in the top box. I've got 3 frames of brood. I've got a frame of pollen and a frame of food in the top box. So when the weather gets right, I'll be able to bring the box out here, jester box, and then pull these frames out, put it in the jester box for the customer, and it just saves a whole lot of time and trouble to have to go through initially and try to find the queen and all and make up a box. I know some folks put the frames right into the jester box. Biggest problem I have right now is the weather conditions. Supposedly tomorrow, Sunday, Easter, it's supposed to be halfway decent, and then it's going to rain for the next 3 or 4 days. So they'll have to wait till hopefully next week in order to pick their bees up. So until next time, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share my videos with your friends, and have fun with your bees.